Professor John Dumay. I'm an accounting professor at Macquarie University. Been in academia now for 15 years. Consider myself to be more of a qualitative researcher than a quantitative researcher, although I do use both methodologies. And I've been a real advocate of doing qualitative research and developing the methodologies ever since I started. And my research interests are very varied. I started out working on a topic called intellectual capital, and then I've kind of morphed into more corporate reporting, corporate governance, sustainability accounting. And my pet project now is on chocolate and modern slavery. So some very interesting and diverse subjects.
So my name is Dr. Tracy Dodd. I'm a management scholar in the Adelaide Business School here in South Australia. My area of expertise and passion is interdisciplinary research. So I've collaborated a lot with wonderful scholars in accounting, such as John and some of the other co-authors on the special issue call. And the other area I'm really active in is addressing grand challenges and thinking about how we can use research as a tool to shed new light on some of the social and environmental challenges that we face. And as part of my research, I really engage as qualitative studies. The reason I do that is that qual studies are really well suited to areas that we don't know a lot about, and some of these grand challenges that we face, we really need to rethink and refresh the way we look at some of these social issues and really rethink what it means to be a manager, what it means to be an accountant in the current environment that we face. So really excited to be part of this special issue, which is really pushing the boundaries of qualitative research.
So the special issue came along as an invitation, actually. So Lucas, who's the editor, contacted me and said, can you please put together a dream team of scholars to look at this issue of qualitative research and how it's developing because of the new, interesting way that society is going. So we are now officially in the digital era. I think we've been in it for a long time. That's part of the title of the special issue. But more and more now we're seeing technology really increasing as far as the qualitative research is concerned. Of course, we now have AI and generative AI that's everyone's talking about. But we also have much, much more powerful computers and software. And the way that we think about qualitative research is also changing. So really what we want to do is explore anything and everything that can be possibly new and different about qualitative researchers that we can share with our colleagues. So we are not really tied to very specific papers, but we could have case studies using new methodologies. We could have new papers doing interesting analytical techniques, whether they be software-based or human-based. But I think we're really moving on. I remember my professor of qualitative research, which was Lee Parker, a very famous man, of course. And Lee kind of was told us, you've got to get your cards out and you've got to put all your information on them and you've got to get your highlighter. And we've moved on from there quite a lot. So we wanted to see where we've moved on to.
So in addition to the excellent overview that John's provided, I also wanted to encourage doctoral students and people working in other disciplines outside of accounting to consider collaborating with the field of accounting, or doctoral students to consider submitting a paper or working with their supervisors. What we're really hoping for is to have a mix of ideas and really borrow from different fields to give us different insights. And that helps us generalize and think about what this could mean for qualitative research more broadly across the field. There's a lot of similarities that accounting shares with other disciplines, so it's about thinking about those. The other area that researchers might like to consider as part of the special issue is thinking about some of the ethical implications that the digital age and digital technology, particularly ChatGPT, AI, presents for us as researchers, and how emerging trends around the digital age might impact field as research. So as data scares become more apparent and people become more cautious about providing sensitive information, what are some of the implications for us as qual researchers? What are some of the tools that we can put in place to navigate some of those ethical challenges that are more broadly in society, but also specific and unique to us as researchers?
So yeah, we're putting together a workshop on qualitative research for the special issue. So what we would like to do is have people come to us with abstracts and or full papers. It doesn't have to be a full paper, but what we want you to do is be able to come and present your ideas. We will hopefully have this in hybrid mode, so it'll be both in person and online. And we're going to bring together some good scholars. For example, Professor Charles Villiers, who is one of our co-editors on the special issue. He'll be visiting Macquarie University at the time, so we'll have him. Hopefully Professor James Guthrie, who is also one of our co-authors, co-editors, sorry, will be joining us, and Mauricio Morone, who also works at Sydney University, will join us. And of course, Tracy is going to come up and help us out as well. So we're going to have a great collection of professors there and scholars there who can actually help and assist people in developing their papers. But we also want to extend our friendship out to those people who might not be overly confident that they want to submit something, but they certainly can come along. And we'll be talking about lots of different issues. So hopefully we'll even have a few classes on new and innovative methodologies from some of the presenters that are going to be there. I know, for example, Mauricio Morone, he's very talented man as far as doing literature reviews is concerned. So hopefully he doesn't know it yet, but we'll probably cajole him into doing a session for us, and I'll do something and James will do something. So I think it'll be a very good interactive, to get a whole bunch of people together that are very interested in qualitative research and explore some of the ideas and avenues we can have for the special issue.
Another area that we understand is that institutions, higher education institutions across Australia, are facing resource constraints. So it was really important for us to make sure that this was a free access for everyone, particularly PhD students, to get involved. So hopefully this is a really useful forum for you to collaborate with your peers, and for equity and inclusion, we've made sure that it's free for everybody to participate, apart from your own travel, costs.